It is Monday morning. I am on my way back home after dropping my daughter off at school. She drove to school, so I'm still might be a little touchy, edgy. She's doing really good. She's a little overconfident, which is like most kids, but you know, she's somewhat taking advice from a guy who's only driven 1,000,000 miles. Although if I had to take my driver's test, I would probably fail. They have to do things differently now. Back when I was a kid, no, just I want to make sure I'm teaching her the right things. Just giving her seat time. That's what driver's ed's going to be for. Teach her how to get her license. She's doing good. Are you winning, Jake?
I don't know yet. Maybe.
Yeah, he's up there. Prognosis? Now he's over here.
No. Might be round 3.
We'll check back later. That's it.
There we go. There we go.
So that line has definitely got a hole in it then.
Got a hole on it.
You can hear the air blowing through.
Perfect.
How do you fix it now?
Change the steel line rub through on the front of the engine block. Order a steel line.
So Jake, you like your new toy?
Yes.
How much time do you think that saved you being able to go through that process?
Tons of time.
Yeah.
Like step
Invaluable.
by step. Yeah.
You didn't even get your hands dirty. What kind of work is that?
Hello.
I just got over from the dentist. I had to get both sides of my mouth frozen both sides of my mouth, really, this side and this side, and I had to get 2 teeth fixed. I'm not sure why I sound Chinese, but now I'm Chinese. This front tooth and my back tooth had to be repaired. So everything's okay, except I sound like I have a stroke. Stroke. Okay, so see you soon.
Good morning. Just outside Morgantown, West Virginia. It's hard to see, but in the background, there's some really beautiful hills. This is probably one of the most picturesque places you can spend the night. That's a great sign. Can you hear the birds? It's just about 7 o'clock. As you can see, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Really not that far from home. It is 68 degrees here. A beautiful morning. Enough of the tree hugging. Let's fire up the diesel. That's a better sound, isn't it? That's better. Not sure what came over me there for a second.
Boy, it sounded like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Huh.
You want just I'll run you to walk down as soon as I get out there.
Somebody needs to switch to decaf. I think they're done. say there's no value in the CB radio anymore. I don't know. I'm here to tell you that there still is. You can't do any CB karate by calling people names. Well, I guess that's CB radio, the original social networking. You could tell someone to screw off, and you didn't even have to type. Those are the good old days. Man, I miss them. Hard to believe this is the Ambassador Bridge Friday at 7 o'clock. This bridge would typically be, well, backed way up. But it's no surprise. Alright, it's finally my turn. Not very chatty. Didn't say a word. Not a word. Not a word. Didn't ask me. Didn't ask me how long I was away. How many bottles of whiskey I have. How many handguns. Nothing. You know, usually I would get some fuel at duty free, especially right now. It's like $1.79. I hate to pass up a good deal on fuel but I got a half a tank, and I don't know what's going to happen next week, so I don't want to spend the money on fuel and there be no work. So usually I don't worry about that. I just get it because, you know, you get fuel at the best price, and then it helps you in the long run, right? But today, it's pretty uncertain. Everything's uncertain today. Nobody knows what's going to happen next week. The customer that we have isn't going to make a decision till Sunday. I heard that from one of the managers today, if they're going to be closed or not. So I think I'll just keep it cool. No big expenditures. Just won't be able to afford those chicken wings I was saving for. Well, it's Monday morning. Surprisingly, I am going to work today. When I did the load on Friday, they redirected me. They shut it down, the warehouse. But I guess they still need to make these parts for these cabinets. I was thinking, what the heck do they need electrical cabinets for? But it's quite possible that they use them for medical equipment or something that still is on the front line of things. I don't know. I'm only speculating. So, because the warehouse is closed, they're redirecting to another warehouse about an hour south of it, in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Really good guys there too. And I assume that they're doing the transfer work just to maybe minimize the people coming into the other warehouse. Maybe just one carrier bringing it in. Maybe that is a smart idea. Oh, look at that. Safety first. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, this isn't going to be a 2-week thing. We're not going to be back to normal in 2 weeks. Maybe we can contain it in 2 weeks, but who knows, right? You know, you hear the news, you formulate a plan in your mind, you buy a bunch of toilet paper, you feel better. I brought with me enough food to easily last me for 3 days. My wife and I talked it over. She says, I don't want you not to come home. What's going to happen to me? I'm going to be all right. I mean, I've been through a lot worse things than the flu, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be all right. If I had a house where I could, go in and, have to set up a room, I guess that would be a little different, but I don't, so. I guess I'll check in with you later. I'm off to go load.